Are we on? Are we on? Hey, there we go. For the last time this year, what is going on, everybody? Kamusta kayo lahat mula sa Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, or wherever the heck you are on the planet? This is your one and only Jacob of all trades, the place to be for any niche, every genre, and all generations. I am your master of ceremony, D to the E to the LRO, aka JDR, aka the extraordinary introvert. Guys, congratulations, we made it, we made it, and for the last time, we made it. Wow, we made it to the end of 2020. We have technically a day and 3 hours to go. Basically, since it's 9 o'clock right now, we got 27 hours left till the year is finally over. Wow, I don't know what else to say. I mean, what a year, huh? But before we do start, y'all see this? Y'all see this shirt over here? Yup. Best Christmas gift I got this year. Yep. Best Christmas gift right there. Hope y'all like it because I know I do. So, before we start, let's give some early shout outs. Shout out to Ma'am Zari Olivera. She did like my post. Shout out to my cousin Gio for also liking. Obviously, it is still early in the game. We are still early in the stream. Hopefully, the viewers will start to come up later on because I have a major surprise. In fact, I'm gonna reveal to y'all soon. So y'all better hurry up in here if you don't want to miss my big surprise for all of you. But we'll save that for later. Anyways, yeah, 2020 is literally down to its final page. We're almost in page 366. I don't know what else to say, man. Like, this episode, chill lang tayo, kwentuhan lang. I mean, it's been a long year, so I don't wanna, like, flood your brain with more info, more knowledge, and nothing. Like, super chill kwentuhan lang. Just like, how was your year, Maybe you can comment below how your year went. Whether it's a simple one-word description or if you want an autobiography, autobiography man yan, talambuhay or whatever. By all means, anything is welcome. So, go lang, guys. So, I'm not gonna be the typical. I won't be your typical newscaster that will just recap everything that went down in 2020. That's what the news is there for. That's what the more popular influencers are there for. Me, I'm just gonna be here to just, reflect, just look back. I'll maybe go a little personal with some of my 2020 stories. But still, we're just gonna have a great time. We're just gonna have a lot of fun. It should be a good episode, alright? So, before we start, remember the last time I was here on FB Live? It was my 23rd birthday. That was the episode wherein I turned 23. That was my 23rd episode. So, speaking of 23, I'm 23 something something. Sorry, I forgot the lyrics. If you don't know what I'm referring to, you'll know. So guys, I don't know how to introduce this part, but basically if y'all want to leave, if y'all want to scroll down after you see the pasabog I have for y'all, by all means go ahead. But with that out of the way, let me show y'all how to cap off one of the most bizarre years of our lifetime. It's only fitting that we send off 2020 the only Delro can. So without further ado, roll the tape. RIP to my career. Bruh, what was that? Oh my gosh. I was feeling myself, guys. Did you see that? You saw that? Like, bye. That pretty much caps up our episode. See y'all next year. Kita-kita tayo lang. Happy New Year. Psych. Hopefully y'all enjoyed that. I mean, I was debating whether to to post that or not. I mean, darn guys, I was feeling myself. Like you saw that part where I was shaking my ass, you know? I was feeling myself in that video. So yeah, pretty much got exposed. I exposed myself from this IU shirt to that number you saw a while ago. Yeah, pretty much exposed myself. But luckily there were only 2 viewers, but I'm sure there will be a lot more going at the replay and telling me, "Yo, Jake, what the hell were you doing?" But like, I had to do it. I mean, di kaya ni 2020, no? Like that's what I was talking about. Di kaya ni 2020 pigilan yung pasabog ko na yan. So, for those who watched, I hope you're able to put up with my nonsense. For those who missed it, sorry na lang. No, I'm just kidding, don't worry. I don't know, maybe if I have the balls to upload that dance, like, oh my gosh. I mean, the first one was bad enough. I'm not sure if y'all remember the birthday video that I showed y'all. That was already bad enough. Like, I had to level up, guys. I had to just level up. Oh my gosh. Wow, that was crazy. I'm like, I don't know where else to go because really that was the sole purpose for uploading that EP. Just want to show y'all that surprise and that's it. But no, I mean, the show must go on. But guys, in fairness, I did everything. I did the backup, I did the lights, of course I did the main, of course I did IU's part. Ako yung camera guy. Yeah, similar to IU, anong girl group, I don't need that, you know? I do things solo, I do things my way. So, yeah. Seriously though, like, don't ask me to do that again. I'm not. Like, that was the one time, but that's enough cringe stuff for for a long time. So, I do hope though I was able to provide much needed laughter for y'all on this pretty horrible year. I mean, I don't know what I was on, but hey, I mean, the important thing is I had fun doing it. So yeah, let me check my phone though. Let me check my phone for a bit. See who's reacting. Of course, shout out to my cousin Leah for checking it out. I don't know why I can't read the stream over at my OBS, but hey, it is what it is. See a lot of heart reacts, care reacts. So shout out to all of you for being here, showing up. I mean, I know it's the end of 2020. I know y'all just want to rest. Me personally, I just wanted to rest, do nothing. But as a faithful podcaster and as someone who wants to take care of my community, I just want to make sure everyone's okay, everyone's doing fine, and we're all just having good energy coming into the new 2021 year. So, funny, no? Because nakataon lang, diba? Because, ITZY, I'm not sure if you know ITZY. I certainly don't know ITZY. But they just came out with a dance collab with IU. Well, sorry girls, but y'all got competition. That was better. Like, y'all gotta admit, that was better. So, that video of me, that was way better. I'm sorry. But yeah, enough talking about that dance. If y'all want to see over and over, to each his own. Yeah, y'all do whatever you want, but hey, it's all good. Anyways, now let's get to it. So, 2020, wow, what a year, huh? Like I said, I won't talk about the major events that happened because that's what you have the news for. That's what you have CNN for. That's what you have the influencers for. Just to recap the year. That's what you have YouTube Rewind for. Although this year they did not have a YouTube Rewind because 2020 was that year. But I won't make it like that. It's really just more just personal insights on things that trended, things that took place, and just read my own personal stuff. So, I don't know what's a good starting point, but again, before I begin rambling, and yeah, by the way, guys, despite me being that nonchalant, happy dude, I did post that video a while ago, but expect a lot of venting, expect a lot of ranting. My mom just messaged me, "Hoy, no cussing," and I promise you, I'm gonna make sure we keep it family friendly because I have some titos and titas, aka the boomers. They're watching here as well. Shout out to Tita Pia Ramirez for tuning in. Got a lot of family here, so it's pretty good to see everyone here. It is a holiday, the 30th, and the holidays will continue piling up, so I do hope everyone is staying safe, staying sound always. So, expect a lot of ranting, expect a lot of venting, but also expect a lot of, happy thoughts and all that. But, let me start by sharing with you one of my favorite stories to begin the new year. So, obviously, I was blessed to visit Rome. Of course, we did have the traveling EP last time with my cousins, Leah and Chinchin, and we talked about traveling. So I guess what better way to start than to talk about the very first thing that happened to me in 2020. Obviously, that was the very first day of January. So I did visit my friend from college, the Irish. If you're watching, shout out. Yes, I visited her, and that was a time where I was all alone in the streets of Rome, literally looking for the Termini station. That I'll never forget that, because that was pre-new normal. That was back when traveling was safe and going out was safe. I was nonchalantly walking in the wee hours of the night. It was scary to think about, but I was able to find my way. That was like a proud moment for me. Like, can you imagine beginning the new year, the new decade, in the dark corners of Italy? That was something I'll never forget. So yeah, just wanted to get that off my chest, and I did share that story in the previous episode. So what better way? So we can share that again. So yeah, honestly, this episode is pretty unstructured, because it's super chill, and really you guys are gonna dictate how this episode is gonna go. Like, unlike my pre-recorded videos, wherein I have a guest, I ask questions, these live streams, and yes, by the way, spoiler alert, we're gonna go live for the next set of EPs next year. Although we're gonna have guests, of course, but yeah, we're gonna try to experiment on some new things and all that. So I am hoping you guys can continue participating actively. Just keep those comments coming, keep asking me those questions. They will really be much appreciated for sure. So yeah, I guess I'm so lost, bro. Like, usually I would have a script, I'd come prepared, but this is just one of those rare occurrences where I just don't know what to talk about, because it's been such a crazy year. It's hard to summarize 2020, alright? It really is. You can just summarize it with, nagka-pandemya, Like, pretty much summarize 2020. But no, there's so many things that happened, Like, I still can't fathom the fact that Kobe Bryant passed away, Like, I think it's been exactly a year since Kobe was stepped on the floors of Staples Center for the last time, Like, it's funny it's crazy, not funny. Like, it's crazy how a year goes by and and a year later, Kobe's not here with us anymore. But that was just one of the many crazy, unexpected moments that happened in 2020. But again, like I said, I'm not the type to just list down all the things that happened from day one. That's not me, but rather it's just more personal anecdotes, personal insights, and all that. And hopefully, as we continue on with this episode, you guys can chime in. I really appreciate it if we keep the room active. Like, yo, tell me how you felt about that surprise video that I showed y'all. I mean, I really want to know how y'all feel, whether I should stop doing that, if you want me to do more embarrassing stuff in the future, which I hope I don't have to do anymore. By all means, just fire away. But and by the way, guys, like, unlike other videos where I would stretch for an hour or so, I'll try to keep this as short as possible, because after all, like, we all just want to relax, we all just want to rest for the upcoming holiday season. Like I said, I didn't prepare a script, I didn't prepare an outline, so I'm just speaking off the top of my head, and that's a bad idea, like, to those who are aspiring to podcast, don't do what I'm doing. Please don't. But yeah, for this episode, we're just gonna freestyle. We're just gonna really spill all the stuff that happened, all the insights that I have, and we're just gonna keep it going. All right. So, 2020. What can I say, huh? Imagine spending 9 months at inside your roofs. Like, that's crazy. And usually during the dinner table, my brother would be the one that would give all the existential crises type philosophical nuggets, when he talks about certain things and all that. Me, I'm not the type to do that, but I guess now is an exception because it's been a crazy year, and I need to give my own takes on how this year, turned out. So I guess let me start by giving my observations. I think for me, one of the biggest observations I noticed this year is pretty much and by the way, I know I keep cutting myself a lot, but by the way, guys, huge disclaimer, major disclaimers. If I offend somebody because of what I say, or if you disagree with what I'm gonna say, from the bottom of my heart, I am truly sorry. Because you know how Twitter, how social media is quick to cancel people? Like, how, I don't know, a random user will clip a certain person's video and stuff, and then he or she will comment or say, oh, basura naman yung opinion mo, or oh, who are you to say this or that? Like, that's literally my biggest fear. Since, I'm very new to this content creation, I am literally scared of getting canceled. That's like one of my newly formed biggest fears. The fear of getting canceled. And I know I made a promise to myself not to care about what the haters have to say and all that. But it's still a scary sight. You against the world, that's something I don't wish upon any other influencer. And even for those who made grave mistakes. You deserve to get called out, but not for the sake of getting called out, but no, just to self-correct. I think that's the thing. I think that's the problem that I see, and this is where I'm gonna begin with my whole ranting. But that's kind of the problem I see with my generation. Every time someone does something bad, we're quick to judge, we're quick to cancel, we're quick to say lavish stuff. And I don't know, I guess it's a to each its own thing, but me personally, I'm just not the type, Of course, I condemn the action, but I don't condemn the person. Hindi ba nga sabi ni Jesus, hate the sin, not the sinner. I think the problem with Twitter, the problem with 2020 folks is not only do they hate the act, but they get personal attacks towards certain influencers, guys, relax. I mean, I know we have to call out certain actions and stuff, but at the same time, you don't have to resort to violent words and all that. And, maybe there might be some disagree with what I'm saying, but I guess what truly matters is we all come to good terms and we just try to sort out our differences. I think that's one thing I hope 2021 will bring. I think now that we're transitioning to the new year, hopefully we can start to become kind to one another, to start to become decent human beings. Can we stop canceling? I know it's not gonna go away. Like I said, call out the action, but y'all gotta take it easy on certain attacks, Really, you should. It's unhealthy for yourself, it's unhealthy for people around you. And you can say I'm being toxic positive right now. Again, I've made a pact with myself not to care about what other people feel or say or think about me. But at the same time, I'm also, I care about my following, or I care about my community so much that, anything that, any personal attacks towards me or towards my followers, it can be hard. It can be a tough pill to swallow. And, it's a cold world, ika nga nila. But, hopefully in 2021, we can learn to become kind and nice to one another. And this segues me to, I guess, one of the main things I want to talk about. So, Obviously, it's a holiday season and ang daming reunions, diba? Like, how, comment, kamusta yung mga reunions ninyo with family members, with relatives that you've met, whether you've done it responsibly, on site, or whether you've done it through Zoom, uh, kamusta yung mga uh, gatherings ninyo? Because honestly, lately, I think one of the key topics that has popped up, and it's just my personal observations because I've been on Twitter a lot. I mean, who doesn't? But I've been on Twitter a lot, and I'm seeing a lot of millennial versus boomer action. You know what I'm saying? Like, grabe, grabe. Like, there's so many people my age who don't have it easy. Like, there's some relatives, whether they know it or not, they'll say some jokes and stuff. And my parents always taught me, hey, if they playfully tease you, take it, ha. Like, I was taught to respect my elders, and I still do, okay? Like, it's not it's not me following orders or anything. Like, no, I was really taught to respect my elders. Like, I feel like that's a lost art in 2020. Like, hopefully that comes back. But anyways, there are so many people, there's so many kids who have it hard, and I really feel bad for them because as much as they want to just shrug it off and just, let it slide, because that's what we were taught when we were young, right? Just let it slide. These semi-attacks can take a toll on their mental health. Like, I'm seeing a lot of people my age calling out boomers for, kind of body shaming, because that's a thing now, right? Yung, oh, tumaba ka, or something like that. And then it's funny how, back when we were young, the parents would be like, uy, bawal ka maka-girlfriend and all. And then now, when you're like in your 20s, uy, kailan ka magpapakasal? You know what I'm saying? So, pretty inconsistent, Pretty inconsistent messaging, pretty distinct, pretty complex. So, with that out of the way, I guess I have messages for both sides. Because, like I said, wala akong kinikilingan, bro. I'm not siding over anyone. I don't have any biases. I love each and every single one of you, regardless of your background, your age, your gender, your race, whatever. But I got some messages for both the progressive millennial and the boomers. So, I guess I'll start with the boomers first. And by the way, before mom and dad, before you guys ask, oh, what did we ever do to you? No, I'm not calling you out. That's the last thing I'm doing. I mean, I just had mom and dad and the Sibs 2 episodes ago. So how can I do that? Like, that's not great on my part. But I'm trying to relate this to other sets of parents who may have other sets of kids and who may not have the same family dynamics as much as I do. And another disclaimer, I'm not here to tell you what to do or what not to do, okay? I'm just giving my own 2 cents. I'm always a outside perspective type thinker. I'm just the type to give my own thoughts and just, keep a watchful eye on the things happening. So, for the boomers, I guess try to tone it down a little bit. Like, try to be more understanding with your children. And I guess if I can ask a favor, would it be alright if y'all stop bringing up the whole, oh, back in our day, life was tough? With all due respect po sa inyo, 2020 was the toughest year. And I'm not trying to compare eras, ha? I'm not trying to compare eras. But sometimes you're misguided into this notion that life now is easier because there's technology, because there's all this stuff, all these benefits compared to back then. So we're kind of tunnel vision into thinking that we have it easy, our previous ancestors had it difficult. I'm not here to compare, okay? If anything, I'm just here to tell y'all that 2020 was as tough as 1918, when the first pandemic hit. 2020 was as tough as the 1940s when World War II hit. 2020 was as tough as 2001 when World Trade Center got destroyed. So you know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter what year it is. It doesn't matter what era you're on. There will always be hardships. There will always be struggles. So hopefully if you're an old, not old, but if you're a dad, if you're a mom, or if you're one of my relatives watching, hopefully we can stop with the whole back in my time life was tough. Because let's be real, everyone's life is hard. Whether we like it or not, everyone's life is hard, and that's something we have to live with. So hopefully, imbis na mag-compare tayo, hopefully magtulungan tayo naman. Like, let's try to be more progressive. Let's try to be more open. You know, try to be more open to your children, because we're not trying to answer back for the sake of. And I'm gonna get to my generation in a while, but we're not doing stuff just because we want to. Maybe there's some who do, but we just want what's the best. We just want what's best for the family, you know. Like for me, as much as my parents taught me to do what you want to do and all that, parang me being the eldest, like I'm not sure if mom and dad know this, but parang I've made it like a responsibility to look after my family. And I know it's a Filipino thing, right, to look after your parents. Like it's only right that we do so, because you know these parents have pretty much raised us the past how many years, and whether we like their methods or not, you can't deny the fact that you came from them. So for the parents listening, you know, we still love you. Like regardless of the differences and all, we still love you. I know I do, but hopefully 2021 and moving forward, we can learn to become more open, become more progressive, and just be a lot more transparent. Hopefully we're not overly sensitive to what we gotta say, because at the end of the day, we just want to help each and every one of us. You know, we want what's best for everybody. So if we also want what's best for ourselves, you know, like let's be real. Like I hate to bring this up because you know my generation in particular, our lives are just getting started. For you guys, like although I do wish y'all would live until 100 and beyond, but you guys are pretty much at the either the latter halfway mark or in the tail end of your life. So you know we gotta eventually let go. We have to eventually be independent. We have to look after ourselves. So I do hope once 2021 hits, we become more transparent, we become more open, we become more inviting of our insights, and hopefully we can do away with the toxic Filipino family jokes. You know, I mean, luckily I haven't been insulted, and it shows naman because you know my mom and dad, they were raised well. They were really raised well. So it's only right that I carry out some of their values, some of their teachings, because make no mistake about it, I'm gonna be a dad soon. My sister's gonna be a mom soon. My brother's gonna be a dad soon. So if anything, we just want what's best for our future kids. And the only way to do that is if we work our differences, if we set our differences aside and we just work together collectively. So yeah, to the parents, I guess tone down on the jokes. To the boomers, let's be a little bit kinder to our inaanak, and let's just work together for much more wholesome, much more family-friendly reunions, alright? But that doesn't mean, to my generation now, that does not mean y'all are off the hook. Because as much as we want to speak out, as much as we want to say certain things, I also don't like the fact na you guys are kind of being disrespectful, you know? Like, I feel like chivalry is slowly dying, eh? Like, not just among peers, but more so child to parent. And again, once again, I am not here to defend anybody. I'm just trying to make sure both sides improve, because in any relationship, mapalove yan or family, it's always two ways. You can't have one completely change himself or herself without you yourself making your own adjustments. So while I did plead for the parents and for the boomers to become better with their parenting habits and all, as kids, we need to do better. We need to do better. Like, and I know you guys don't answer back to your parents, but tweeting about how you don't like the way your parents parent you, that in a way is kind of answering back to me, like, you know what I'm saying? And then you get a lot of likes and all that, and all of a sudden the parents are vilified. Like, bro, that doesn't sit well with me, you know? So I guess for the kids listening, please respect your elders. Like, we can't demand respect from those who are older than us if we ourselves can't learn to respect them. So, and it works the other way as well. As parents, you can't demand respect from us if you yourself can't respect us either. So it's really two ways, guys. It's really two ways. And hopefully, sa mga younger generation, 2021, let's learn to respect. Let's not call out our parents online. Please don't do that anymore. Like, let's not be petty. It's okay to criticize parenting, but to just lash out and just say, oh, my parents, whatever. I really can't cuss. As much as I want to, I can't. Sorry, guys. But yeah, tama na po yung my parents and all that. Let's not do that anymore, please. Like, let's learn to be kind. If anything, keep it to yourself, alright? Really talaga think before you click. So, yeah. I just wanted to talk about it because that's been trending in 2020, yeah. Like, once a week, I'd see a tweet of how a child feels repulsive of certain parenting styles or certain insults among relatives. And that's completely understandable. But on that same token, like, it's also unacceptable as well to completely lash out. So let's learn to be a little more respectful pa rin. Like, I feel like chivalry is not dead. I feel like we can be much better. And after all, that's how we're gonna make 2021 better, right? If we improve our familial dynamic. So, you want a better 2021? Start at home. That's all I gotta say. A better 2021 happens, or the start of a better 2021 happens at the home, alright? So, yeah. That's pretty much, that summarizes my segment. I really want to talk about family ties because, you know, there's too many toxic families, and you'd think that this pandemic would bring families closer. In our case, it has, thankfully. Knock on wood, you know. Hopefully, nothing crazy happens from now until 11:59, December 31. But it's like, there's so many broken families, there's so many dysfunctional families, and it's a sad sight to see. Like, I understand that there's no perfect family. Like, there will be quarrels, there will be arguments. I mean, we've had our fair share of arguments this past year, but it doesn't mean we don't love each other anymore. It doesn't mean we don't talk to each other. But like, that's pretty much the trend these days, and it's sad. So, although I'm not a psychiatrist, although I'm not a family expert because I don't have a family myself, I'm not a dad yet. You know, let's try to become more open to one another. Let's learn to love one another, and let's just learn to be kind to one another, alright? So yeah, I just want to talk about families in 2020 because that's pretty much been a trend, you know? The amount of dissing that happens at home, it's so sad. It's really sad. And I really hope, as much as we want our bodies to start healing for, you know what? Let's also heal broken relationships, broken ties this year. And speaking of, this will bring me to my next. And why are there no comments yet, guys? Come on, I'm waiting for the comments. Like I said, if I just talk alone without any comment, bale wala tong EP. Di naman, but like, it's just more fun. It's more fun trying to converse. But again, I'm not forcing, but it'll be much appreciated if you can leave a comment. You know, it can be anything, literally anything. If you want a part 2 of the Q&A we had last month, go ahead. But yeah, please guys, comment kayo. Like, join in on the discussion. I would love to hear from my lovely, fabulous listeners, my fans. You know, we did great this year, so you know, let's hang out one last time. But anyways, speaking of broken relationships, and since I did give that PSA, let's take a quick water break. ASMR time, guys. Daldal ko, no? This is my alter ego. Because off the cameras, I am quiet. I am quiet as a bunny. But now I'm as talkative as, I don't know, your local comedian. But hey, let's move on now to one of the next things I noticed in 2020. On my end, now let's take it to a more personal level. You know what I'm noticing? A lot of friends, quote unquote, if y'all read my friend, you'll converse and all, but there were a lot of past friends who've kind of drifted away, and it was sad. That's honestly, it's sad because you know how 2020 you're supposed to isolate. That in itself is a sad feeling. So like the means for talking to one another is online na, and even that I'm being deprived of sometimes. And again, wala akong tinatama na dito patama sa mga listeners ko, but I've noticed there's been a lot, or there's been quite a number who's scene zoned me, you know, like I'm trying not to be sensitive, you know, because that's another thing I notice. Parang we're defending those who ghost. Like I see a lot of viral tweets that say, "Oh, if this guy doesn't reply, respect his privacy, his or her privacy, respect his or her time." That's the common observation, right? And again, to each his own. So if we have disagreements on certain things, okay lang. But for me kasi, and I think this is what my mom taught me, it's also proper internet etiquette to reply back. You know what I'm saying? Like me, for example, I feel so terrible if I scene zone someone, even if someone that I don't really mess with that much. I feel so bad because it's super rude, guys. It really is. No matter how much you want to justify the whole, oh, you have to respect his or her time, he or she may be busy. That's true naman. Like, I understand naman busy schedules and all, but really, to wait a week only to get a reply, like that's not the way to go, guys. It's really not. Like, I just don't mess with that, you know what I'm saying? So hopefully, I don't know, we check up on our friends. Yeah, if you want a better 2021, the last thing you want is to have that shaky feeling of, oh shoot, when is he or she gonna reply? The only way to do that is if we genuinely reply back. Kahit a simple hi lang. And then, if we really don't have the time to reply and stuff, okay lang yun. But, I don't know, it's just, again, it might be a me against the world thing, because I'm sure most people will be like, or most people would say, well, you have to respect his or her time because he or she is not available all the time. And I totally agree with that. Like, I am the type naman to respect people's time. Di naman ako yung tipong sa spam ng DM just to force him or her to reply back. Like, di rin yun okay. But it's also not good either to scene zone. Like, it's my huge pet peeve when I get ghosted. Whether pa-crush man yan or just a simple friend that I met. Like, why? Like, what did I ever do to y'all? Why am I still getting scene zoned in 2020? It's just, it doesn't feel right. You know what I'm saying? It really doesn't. And I know what you're thinking. Ang soft mo naman, bro. Soft boy ka naman for feeling that way. And again, I don't really care how y'all think, but yun nga, I make sure to check up on you guys. Like, I don't know. Like, I just don't like the fact na I get seen zone despite putting like my efforts to reply back and all. So I don't know. Hopefully 2021 we change that. Hopefully we check up on our friends more often. We learn to become more interactive. And I'm not saying 24/7. Like there are really some days na you will have to be seen zone. Like you have to live with that. But to see someone for a month or for certain periods of time is also not good, So hopefully must reduce yung ghosting. Hopefully we become more friendly to one another, and hopefully we make time. Alright, if anything, Sunday is a rest day. Like if you're really busy within the week, I'll understand, but can't you at least spend your weekends to catch up? Like, I don't know. And maybe it's just me just looking back at some of my previous scenes on moments, because deep down that hurts, bro. It really does, because I'm really dedicating time to check up on you guys, and then there's some who will seen. And by the way, wala akong tinatamaan ha. Like if you think I'm throwing shade at somebody, that's not me. That's not me. That's not what I do. That's not what I do in the show. So I'm just all about being progressive, being better, and just trying to foster solid bonds, because we're gonna need a lot of that. 2021, it's not like the moment the clock hits 12, our problems are gone in the snap of a finger. That's not how it works. So if anything, it's gonna get tougher. It's gonna get a lot tougher, guys. Like, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but 2021 will be a lot tougher. So how are we gonna make it easy on ourselves? Gotta be there for one another. So please, 2021, tama na po yung scene zone. Let's learn to show proper internet etiquette. I'm not saying reply kaagad ha. Like I understand na there might be some talaga who are offline. If anything, I invite y'all to take an online detox. So go lang. But I'm sure naman it won't kill you to say hi back for a minute, you know what I'm saying? Like, yun lang. Let's just, again, I don't know where I'm going with this episode, because super random, super sabag to, but these are just some of the observations that I have with certain things. I'm just basing it off the things I see on Twitter, because there's a lot of tweets, and usually I'm the type that goes with the unpopular opinion. And usually if you have an unpopular opinion, that's automatically a bad opinion, that's a trash opinion, and you're gonna get cancelled. But me, I'm just the type to stand my ground. I'm just the type to be an original OG, just be who I am and just not change because of trying to fit society. It's not who I am, bro. So yeah. So we've talked about parent-child dynamic. We've talked about internet etiquette. I don't know what else is there to talk about. Like I think those are pretty much the things I noticed with 2020. There's some of the many things. And I guess the common theme with this year is so many dreams were shattered, so many dreams were broken. Like me personally, at the start of the year, it's a family tradition to create a dream board, like visualize what's gonna happen for the coming year. And in 2020, I had a whole lot of dreams in the bag. A whole lot. From going to concerts, which I desperately need back. Of course, it's gonna take a while, but I need my concerts back. But yeah, going to concerts, going to flights, I was expecting another year of traveling. That didn't happen. What else didn't happen in 2021? Basta, you get the picture. Like, there were so many shattered dreams. There were so many broken promises. So, in short, 2020 sucked. if for the dreamers out there. But at the same time, there were some new accomplishments that I did, and I'm gonna get to the accomplishments later. But there were some new accomplishments that I was able to do this past year. I mean, for starters, look at this podcast. Little did I know that by December 30th, 2020, I'd be on the heels of 30 episodes. Crazy, right? Crazy how life works. And I don't want to treat the pandemic as something good, because it's not. It's not. It's far from good. How can you say it's a blessing in disguise? No way. People died from this nonsense. But if there's one thing the pandemic actually gave me, it is this platform, this podcast. As bad as 2020 has been, no, the absence of 2020 and its nonsense would have not helped me make a podcast like this. So I guess I can thank 2020, despite all of us having an FU mentality with this horrible year. But yeah, no 2020, no JOAT. So that was an alternative dream. That was totally a dream that came out of nowhere. Literally came out of nowhere. And sure enough, came to fruition. So yeah, this podcast, of course, we started back in July, and 6 months later, here we are, end of the line, episode 30, season 1, finally in the books. So yeah, we made a podcast. Also, this was the year I got employed. So if anything, 2019 was the tougher year for me, because 2019, if you remember, that was a roller coaster year. You know what I'm saying? 2019 was a roller coaster year because that was my last sem in college. So that was the year I graduated, and that was also the year that I had trouble looking for work, you know? Like, I was actually unemployed for the longest time. Although it was part of the plan, because, you know, going to school for the past how many years can take a toll on your body. So I did make it a point to give myself some time off. But, you know, come 2020, I was really looking forward to finding work right away. But obviously, you weren't able to do that because, you know, the whole pandemic happened. And the early months of quarantine was tough. It was so tough. Like, it took a massive toll on my mental health, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I was applying for every single remote work that I could find, and I'd either not get replies, or I'd either get the "oh, sorry, but we're not accepting because of the circumstance." And totally understandable because it's a difficult time. But for me personally, it was tough to deal with for me. So yeah, I just wanted to share, you know, some of my struggles in 2020. We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that for sure. So unemployment was rough, and then August came along, and I already found work. So yeah, so far it's been pretty good. It's been really good, and I'm super blessed. And for those listening who are having a difficult time trying to keep a balance, or just trying to navigate their way through adulting, don't worry, I've been there, I've done that. Like, it's hard. That's for sure, it's hard. But do know that the stars will align. Yeah, the stars are gonna align sooner rather than later. If anything, 2021, claim it. It's gonna be a different year. It's gonna be a better year. I just know. I don't have scientific proof, I don't have facts, but it's just a gut feeling that 2021 will be even better. So yeah, unemployment came along, and I did mention this on my birthday episode, but your man's got rejected yet again. So whether new normal, old normal, back to normal, whatever, same S word, just a different day. Yep. Yeah, your boy got rejected again. Like, yeah, hirap no? Like, You'd think na, given the circumstance, I'd finally catch a break. I'd finally uh, find love, but I guess it wasn't meant to be. And iniyak ko yan, guys. Like, no joke. Obviously now, I feel so much better. I feel so much better compared to back then. But iniyakan ko yan talaga. No joke. It was tough. It was so tough because it's funny because 2020, another observation, this was the year na a lot of people got engaged, you know? Funny how this was the year na newlyweds would tie the knot. Newlyweds would tie the knot. There'll be new relationships formed. So you'd think na I'd be lucky as well, but then again, it wasn't my time yet. And that was tough. It was really difficult to handle. And again, di ko papatulan tong di ko outspill as much because again, I don't wanna throw people under the bus. That's not me. I'm just sharing experiences. I'm not trying to shade certain people because it's not what I do. But hey, amidst the rejection though, I think my parents always taught me this. It's for a good reason naman. Like, if anything, you're saving yourself from an even worse scenario. So it's good not to force. Like me, I'm just the type to just stand my ground, to just, not let anyone get in my emotions. I mean, it was tough though. Like, the moment he said, I don't like you back and all. Like, yeah, still pains me a little bit, but as sad as it was, I guess it was for the best. And who knows, if you're watching right now, maybe you can give a shout out. But hey, I'm completely over what happened, completely fine now, and I do wish you great tidings. I do wish you all the blessings in the world now that we are heading into the new year, and I do hope that the both of us can find the right people, the right persons for us. I really do, and this goes to everyone listening na nabibigo sa pag-ibig. Like, amidst the many rejections, I sincerely hope na you find someone. And I know what the millennials are gonna say. Oh, why are you doing that? Like, be career centric. Focus on yourself muna, and that's true. Like, that's 100% true. I'm not disagreeing with, because me personally, I want to know myself. I really want to know myself. I want to discover myself. But at the same time, you want to spend that joy with somebody. You want to find someone that's gonna make you an even better person. Of course, it can't be the whole. And by the way, we're gonna have these topics out because after New Year's, February is coming along. So expect your love doctor to check in. But for the meantime, as much as rejections enter our lives, eventually the stars will align. They will. I honestly believe that. If you agree with me, let me know in the comments. Or there's no comments, but no, it's okay. I'm not forcing anybody to show up in the comments, but I do believe that the stars will align, and each and every one of you watching this podcast will find someone, because it's what God wants, it's what the universe wants. So yeah. Although if you choose the single life, that's also not bad, huh? It really isn't. Because me, I'm just all about trying to know myself more, and just completing myself before I meet that someone. And by the way, I know I don't wanna spill. I mean, if you're asking me right now, oh, are you seeing someone or are you talking to someone? I won't spill. That's for you to decipher. But yeah, Hopefully 2021. Hopefully 2021 is the year I meet my Legion, guys. Yep. Hopefully I meet my IU in 2021. That's one of my biggest goals. You know what I'm saying? Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. So, honestly, this is like a Sabaw episode. Like I'm just talking all over the place. I'm talking all over the place. I don't know where I'm going. It's because there's no comments. Like guys, ano ba? Why are there no comments yet? Like I need the interaction. But then again, if you're simply watching and nahihiya lang kayo, no, that's completely fine. It really is. But hopefully, once you finish, or if you're watching the replay, please do feel free to comment. Do not hesitate. Do not hesitate to comment, to just converse or just DM. I'm definitely open to DMs. I'm open to reading your comments, and I'm just looking forward to what is gonna be an even better 2021. So we're in the 1 hour mark, and like I said, I don't want to stretch this. It's really just a quick kamustahan on how the year has been, and yeah, I guess I don't know what else is there to talk about. I think we've covered pretty much anything and everything, because I don't want to go cliche either. I really want to talk about certain things that people hardly notice, that I want to just bring up on the show. So yeah, I hope you liked my insights, my tidbits. That was fun. But I guess before we go, since we are starting a new decade, and I suggest you guys do this as well at home, whether you record yourself or not. Since we are starting a new decade, might as well give my own message. Yeah, give a message to me in 10 years. I think that's a good way to end the show. So I'll give myself a message to my 10 years older self, to my 2030 self, and I'll also give my year-end monologue. Yep. So hopefully you guys tune into that. So it goes a little something like this. Here's my monologue to my 30-something-year-old self, because in 2030, 10 years from now, I'm gonna be 33. So this is my message to my 33-year-old self. So here we go. Let me drink some water first, because it's gonna be a long one. Alright, ready? Let's get it. So, dear 2030 Delro, what's up? How you doing? I'm sure you're gonna look back at this video and say, darn, you were 5 steps faster, you were a lot more energetic, you were a lot more aloof, you had a lot to learn, you had a lot to discover. Now you're a lot older. You're not as energetic anymore. You easily get tired. How you doing though? You have a family already? Are you still living on this rooftop? Have you moved out of your parents' house? Are you still a single nomad? Are you a digital nomad? Have I been vaccinated already? For the you know what? How you doing? Hope you're doing okay. It's been a rough decade to say the least. A lot has happened. I know I can't predict the future, but by the time 2030 rolls, I'm sure you've seen it all. The past 10 years. Are your parents still with you? I don't know. I do hope that you stay focused on your goals. I do hope that you become more mature, and hopefully you don't lose that youthful ball of energy that you've had in your 20s. Hopefully, I'm on the heels of my firstborn. But if the 2030, but if I find my special someone later in the decade, that's completely fine. So as long as I find someone, that's what truly matters the most. I wish you well. I hope you stay alive to see this message. And I can't wait to see what the 30s have in store for you. Much love and respect, 20-year-old Daro. How was that for a message to myself? Yup, basically talking to myself. I know it's crazy, but hey, that's what's up. So now before we go, time for my year-end message to each and every one of you who stuck with me all throughout, who's put up with my nonsense, who's had to watch me do crazy things on the mic, just like what you saw earlier. Yeah, this one's for y'all. So guys, we all know 2020 has not been the year. You've seen a lot of loss, you've seen a lot of illnesses, you've seen a lot of hardships. And the new decade, while we're hoping for better days, it's gonna get tougher. It's the sad truth, it's the sad reality, but we have to live with that. I do hope you stay strong. Again, congratulations for pulling through, for coming through, and for being here on one of the last days of the year, the last 26 hours as of this recording. You guys are amazing. I'd like to thank y'all for being in this show, and I personally hope that your dreams come true. 2021 is around the horizon. Let's make magic together, alright? Hopefully you stay healthy enough so that so you can benefit from the vaccines. Hopefully by 2021, we become stronger, we become healthier, and we become more mentally stable. In 2021, I do hope we get rid of our bad habits, but at the same time, I hope you guys stay true to form and true to yourselves always. Never change, just improve always. It's been a crazy 2020, it's been a crazy 12 months, but I'm glad that's finally over. To all those that survived 2020, I'm proud of y'all. To all those who are not able to make it to this episode, to all those who have came before us, I hope y'all enjoying it up there, because we're left behind here and it's so much tougher in this world. I do hope the afterlife is treating y'all much better. I do hope y'all are getting more blessings up there, and I wish y'all all the best. And I look forward to seeing y'all up there soon when things get better. It's been a roller coaster year, but I'm finally glad to say we made it. 2020, time's up. You've been a crazy year, and I know I'm gonna break mom's rule a little bit, but for 2021, don't fuck it up. Yeah? Please, 2021, you better not mess up. We've suffered a lot this past year, so please don't screw it up. 2021, do not mess up. we've had enough. We've had to deal with a lot of stuff already. So, please lang, don't mess it up. I'm expecting a lot from you 2021. I'm expecting better year, better moments. But I'm also expecting a lot from those who are here, because again, we cannot just keep wishfully thinking that 2021 will be better. We have to do that ourselves. So, like I said earlier, stay together, check up on your friends once in a while, see how they're doing, and let's just be a lot nicer, a lot kinder. It's still a cold world, but hopefully, when we say new normal, we become a lot. That also includes being better with one another, being more compassionate, being kinder, and just learning to trust those who we hold near and dear. All right. So, yeah, that pretty much does it for our episode. Sadly, we didn't get much comments, but hey, it's all good. I understand people may be busy with last minute holiday preps and all, so it's totally fine. But I do hope you catch the replay of this episode, because once again, this is the last episode, so you won't be seeing my face for a while. Of course, I have to set up for another brand new season, which I promise y'all will be a banger. It will be a banger. So please stay tuned for season 2. We don't know when that's gonna be, but it's gonna happen, guys. Trust me, it's gonna happen. So I do hope to see you all once again here. You know the drill. Same place, different times. Maybe we're gonna fix on the schedule. Like, one of my resolutions is to have a more uniform, more consistent posting schedule. But yeah, looking forward to spending another season with some of the best fans in the world. So 2021, like I said, don't mess it up. We got dreams to chase, we got goals to catch, and we got the dollar bills to secure. So I guess that's it. Yep. Yeah, I'm a little bit sad that we didn't have much engagement, but again, I can't force y'all to interact. Like, it's all good. Hopefully though, once this video is available for the replay, y'all can check it out. Please do comment your insights, your thoughts on this episode. Did you like it? Did you hate it? What other stuff can I improve on for season 2? I would appreciate all your insights and feedback. It'd really go a long way. So yeah, that pretty much does it. So you guys know the drill. If you want to follow me on Instagram for the pod page, it's still the same. It is at joat.pod.delro. So once again, it is at joat.pod.delro. For the personal account, it is at Jake_Delro. On Twitter, though I might stay off Twitter 2021. That's one of my resolutions. But if you don't want to follow me, regardless, it is at _Del_Row_. On Facebook naman, it is facebook.com/joat.pod.delro. Or if you just want to search it on the search tab, it is Jake of all trades with Delro. This podcast can be streamed, televised, viewed, and listened to on the following platforms: Spotify, Google Podcasts, Anchor, Radio Public, Breaker, YouTube, and soon Facebook Live. Yep, so I'll be seeing y'all here more often for season 2. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a banger. But for the meantime, you won't be seeing me for a while. So if you want to catch the replays, I have the playlist of all my episodes. If you want to binge my episodes, you can do so. Please do. I have a whole archive. I have a whole playlist on my YouTube. I always link it in my episodes. So check out my playlist, guys, if you want to relive some of my favorite moments, some of my cringe moments and all that. Yeah, do check it out. But with that being said, that's a wrap, y'all. Finally made it. Congratulations once again. And yeah, that's a wrap, y'all. Thank you for tuning in today, mga Del Bros and Sisters and Kayenas out there. This has been your one and only Jake of all trades. And wow, my mom is the only commenter. Shout out. Shout out. The most avid, the most loyal listener. Shout out to mama. Although, if y'all wanna join in, it's never too late. Please, habol kayo sa replay in the comment section. Do check it out. But this has been your one and only Jake of all trades. And I am Delro. She is IU. This has been the Delro community. And we are all signing out. Hanggang sa susunod na usapan, chikahan at susunod na taon. See ya. Happy New Year 2021. Do better. Bye guys.